Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the last video on the topic floriculture. So in this part I will be discussing about propagation techniques, packaging and marketing, floral decoration, florist shop management. So let's start the video. As the floriculture industry attracts cultivars to grow economically important flower crops like rose, gerbera, orchids, lilies, chrysanthemum, carnation, etc., which are also an important component of cut flower trade, and they are important because of their use in products like bouquet, floral baskets, garlands and other floral arrangements and decorations. Floriculture introduces and enhances several propagation techniques for cultivation of flower crops to meet the market demand and also to add economy to floriculture trade. So these techniques include cultivation by using seed, cutting, layering, budding, tissue culture or micro propagation. So first method is cultivation by using seed, also known as sowing method. For example, marigold plant. So it is first sown on the seed bed, that is soil, and after plantlet development they are transplanted on a large soil bed for further development. Then second propagation method is cutting. So it includes stem cutting, for example, dahlia, chrysanthemum, carnation, etc. For cutting 7 to 8 centimeter long, small, thin stems are used which are cut clearly stepwise just below a node or joint, and lower leaves may be removed. The best time for cutting is just before rains and when there is an active growth in plants. Then third propagation technique is layering. This method is useful for those plants which are difficult to propagate from cuttings. In this method, stem is placed or bound on another plant for sprouting or formation of roots, which later on detach and planted to raise a new plant. So most popular layering is air layering. Many ornamental plants are propagated from layering, example jasmine, ixora, bougainvillea, etc. Then third technique is budding. It is a kind of grafting in which there is a union of scion and stalk. However, in budding, only a single bud from the scion is used inside of a portion of stem. Therefore, much larger number of plants can be multiplied from the single plant. Example, roses are mostly propagated. So last propagation technique is tissue culture or micro propagation. This technique is useful for rapid mass propagation of disease free and uniform plants in nutrient media under a controlled environment and aseptic condition, which latter harden in a greenhouse or planted in a field. Example, many ornamental and foliage plants like gerbera, chrysanthemum, carnation, geranium, lilies, roses, etc. are propagated by this technique. So next topic is florist shop management. Nowadays, one can find several modern florist shops in metropolitan cities located in big hotels and sophisticated markets, shopping centers, and there is no street vendors dealing with the sale of cut flowers. Florists generally sell long stem roses, chrysanthemum, carnation, gladiolus, tuberose, gerbera, orchids, lilies, asters, etc. For management of floral shop, florists should know the market values of the variable ranges of flowers and floral products, and also the demand of blooming period of the floral crops. Florists should be aware about market strategies and market potential by attending grower seller meetings, seminars, and exhibitions. To meet market demand, florists should be familiar with the product range, volume, quantity, and period of availability of the floral products. To maintain and to increase shelf life of flower, florists should be provided with proper cooling facilities. Florists must have contact with the growers or to get continuous supply of flower. Florists also know to seasonal, occasional and festival which demands a particular type of flower. Then floral decoration. Human always prefers change in the surroundings in which they are living and working. The pleasant and charming atmosphere increases the working efficiency of man. Hence, this tendency of human being has promoted to create variety of interior decoration designs, and the need of interior decoration is mainly fulfilled by arranging the flowers, fruits, seeds and colorful foliage in different ways and methods. So flower decoration or arrangement is very systematic with scientific, cultural, social and aesthetic touch to it. It is mainly divided into two main types, that is official and social. So first type of floral decoration is official. Such type of floral decoration are done by following some principles and rules. The type of design, choice of flowers, etc. are very scientific in official arrangement of flowers. There is no flexibility and arrangements of flowers and following some restrictions and limitation. Informal creation are not allowed, and the vase life which is used are also of a definite type, color and shape. So first type of floral decoration is official. Such floral decoration are done by following some principles and rules. The type of design, choice of flowers, etc. are very specific in official arrangement of flowers. There is no flexibility and arrangement of flowers follow some restriction and limitation. Informal creation are not allowed, and the vase which are used are also of a definite type, color and shape. Official floral decoration are made into different designs such as central table or side table, circular table, round table, horizontal table, flower arrangements, etc. Or symmetrical, asymmetrical flower arrangement, upward, downward, crescent type floral arrangement. Another one is diagonal floral arrangement and ikebana Japanese flower arrangement. Okay, so in this picture we can see the official floral decoration. Here we have picture of central table and side table. Okay, so this is a type of floral official floral decoration. Then we have symmetrical arrangement and asymmetrical arrangement here. Then ikebana, this is a Japanese floral arrangement technique. So it comes under a official floral decoration. The second type is social floral decoration. It is meant for social, public and common functions, and arrangement are made by considering the traditions, customs and religions. The good feelings, blessings, wishes, love and affection towards the relatives, parents, friends, neighbors, teachers, colleagues, etc. are presented by offering bouquet, garland, etc. to them. Cultural programs like dramas, dances, musics, etc. are enjoyed by the whole society using flowers for the hair decoration, example gajra, veni, floral crowns, etc. The rituals and spiritual puja and god and goddess is prepared by arranging of holy flowers in the temples, example flowers of marigolds, rose, chrysanthemum, aster, tuberose, lilies, etc. So these are some social floral arrangements. Example garland. Okay, so it is one of the oldest and traditional method of using flowers for decoration, and the garlands are made of only one type of flower or combination of different flowers. Some decorative foliage of different ornamental plants are used in the garlands. Garland often have a pendant or locket which is also made up of flowers of jasmine, tuberose, marigold, chrysanthemum, rose and hibiscus. Then bangles. Indian female dancer wears floral bangles along with the garland, and it is made up of jasmine, tuberose, marigold flowers, etc. Then floral crown. So it is worn by female characters such as a queen or a princess in drama. In West Bengal, floral crown is used in a ceremonies like Annaprasana. The frame of the crown is made of a large leathery leaves such as jackfruit or kadamba, on which the flowers are arranged with the help of cotton thread and needle. The flowers of tuberose are mainly used for the making of floral crown. Then hair decoration include gajra and veni. Gajra is the mini garland of flowers. Gajra is wrapped around the hair. This is a short chain of flowers and it is made up of single type of fragrant flowers like jasmine, tuberose, Michaelia champaka. Sometimes mixture of flowers and decorative foliage are used to make the gajra. Then veni. It is special kind of flower arrangement used in South India and other states of India to decorate the long plait of hair during some ceremonies such as marriages or at the time of some dance forms like Bharatnatyam. Then floral bouquet. Nice floral bouquet are presented on the occasion of birthdays, marriages, for welcoming important dignitaries, etc. Bouquets are of many types and shapes. The usual shape are flat and round. The bouquet ornamental foliage of thuja and flowers like tuberose, rose, gerbera and carnation are preferred. Floral Rangoli. Here, petals of different flowers are taken out and arranged in a various patterns like the drawing with the help of dry colors or colored paste on the flower. Rangoli of flowers look quite attractive for a short duration. The small flowered chrysanthemum, rose, marigold are generally used for the making of rangoli. Then buttonholes. So generally it is worn by the male in their coat of a coat. The ladies also wear in their coat. The most attractive and suitable flower for the buttonholes are roses, orchids, carnation, etc. Next, packaging. It is advantageous to wrap bunches of flowers in paper or cellophane and then place them in a corrugated fiber board cartons to protect flowers against the physical damage, water loss and external conditions. Then post-harvest life of flowers depends upon the efficient packaging and storage, and appropriate packaging of flowers combined with the pulsing is helpful to ensure the fresh quality of flowers for consumers, and also it will increase the uh, shelf life of the flowers. After removal from storage, the stems of open flowers or bud recut and then placed into warm conditioning solution and then after several hours graded, bunched and returned to the solutions for refrigeration before marketing. Then marketing. So it involves sorting, gradation and transportation process and export of flowers. So in order to be effective in the international markets, captive production with the cost effective technologies is to be promoted, and growers should have adequate training and assistance in the regard. Growers should have access to a strong marketing intelligence network which can advise them on a marketing trends and negotiate economic price. Further, growers should have access to a strong marketing that reduce promotional efforts and will have to be taken up into importing countries and action centers holding exhibitions and seminars, grower sell meetings and supermarkets. The retailers should be familiar with the product range, volume, quantity and period of availability of the floral products. So thanks for watching my video. Subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon for getting latest video notification. Thank you.